Well, I am making this video to document everything that has been currently happening. So, I am having a surgery that is going to be taking place in January 10th, 2017 to be exact. I'm going to be having a gastric sleeve and gallbladder removal surgery, both at the same time, or same surgery, I guess. So I have chose the gastric sleeve because I am a current smoker. Also, I just wanted to lose weight at a decent pace, I guess. I mean, it's faster than what I've been able to lose weight, but with the gastric sleeve, I feel you lose weight at a more faster pace, and I just didn't want to lose it that fast. I didn't need to lose more than 150, and I wanted to give my body enough time to adjust from losing the weight. Also, I just feel like it's a better option. Now, with the gastric bypass, there's a chance of getting a syndrome called dumping syndrome, and it's pretty much where you just lose a greater amount of weight because you're not able to tolerate certain foods. So, pretty much that's what it is. And then I didn't want to have to really deal with the whole Roux-en-Y process, which is where they reroute your intestines to your super small stomach pouch. And I just didn't want to have to deal with all of that. Plus, you lose a little bit of your intestines. So, the process that I've had to go through in order to be a candidate for this gastric sleeve surgery is first, at the end of February of 2016, I had to go to this class to learn about the options available for weight loss surgery. And me and the surgeon just felt that it was a better option for me to have the gastric sleeve compared to having the gastric bypass. And then, so that was a one-time class. And that pretty much you talked with the surgeon if you decided you would like to have the surgery done. And if you didn't want to have the surgery done, you pretty much just came to learn about it and decided that you were not ready to have that surgery. Then after that, I had to have 6 monthly nutrition appointments, pretty much to learn how to eat prior to having this surgery. And my insurance required 6. Some people's insurance will only require 3, and it's pretty much after what your insurance requires. The nutritionist could always suggest you have more nutrition appointments if you're not quite ready to have the surgery. So pretty much I just finished up the 6 nutrition appointments. And then during that time, I also had to take a 2-hour test, which is the MMA, I believe is the abbreviations for it. But it takes about 2 hours to have the test. Then you also have to meet with a psychiatrist, and that's actually where you would go ahead and take the test at during one of your psychiatrist appointments. And pretty much she tells you what's going on as far as what you're going to have to do as far as the test and all of that jazz or whatever. And then pretty much you and the psychiatrist go over your results from the test, and then she will decide if she feels that you're ready to have the surgery. And if she is, then you pretty much go on to the next step. And if she's not, then you have a couple more visits with the psychiatrist until you can figure out what is causing you not to be currently ready for it. But I went to two psychiatrist appointments, and the first one was me doing the test, and then the second one was me going over my test results, and she decided that I was ready for it. So she pretty much wrote up her evaluation or whatnot and sent it over to my clinic, and pretty much that was all I had to do. Um, then, and pretty much so far, this process has taken a little less than a year. Far as preparing for the surgery, so pretty much everything prior to you having the surgery, that whole total process time can be almost a year or more, depending on how things go with your nutrition appointments and your psychiatry appointment or whatever. Um, so yeah, right now I am currently on a 3 week diet. The first week is pretty much you have to do 2 meals, substitute 2 meals for a liquid protein shake that you would eat for or drink for 2 meals, which is pretty much breakfast and lunch. And then for dinner, which is kind of weird that they have it that way, but for dinner, you eat pretty much just a high protein, high veggie, low carb diet. You can eat one of those meals um, once a day. But there are things that you can eat in between meals if you're hungry. Like you can eat non starchy vegetables, no fruits, um, and then you can also have sugar free jello, sugar free popsicles, low carb beverages, which is more like Crystal Light, plain tea, or decaffeinated tea, stuff like that. So, pretty much that's what I've been having in between meals. And then after this 1 week, I'm going to end the week with having a doctor appointment, which is where they will do a check on my weight as well as tell me what I need to do after that. And more than likely, they're going to mainly tell me about the last 2 weeks leading up to the surgery, which is going to be substituting all of my meals, which is 3 meals a day, for just the breakfast essentials or boost liquid diet. And pretty much that's all you can have, other than the non starchy vegetables, sugar free popsicles, sugar free jello, and low carb or low calorie beverages. So that's pretty much what the last 2 weeks is looking like leading up to the surgery. And then I guess they'll tell me um, after that appointment, I have one that's coming up in the early part of January, which is January 3rd, 2017. I will be having another appointment, and that's going to pretty much tell me in great detail about what else I need to do to prep for surgery. Pretty much like washing with antibiotic soap, or not antibiotic, but antibacterial soap, and pretty much stuff like that. So, my surgery date is January 10th, 2017. So, I'm going into a new year with a new body. So, I will be documenting